8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and...
All right, Tayden. So just when the year is about to end, you're gonna have a fight coming up next month on January 30. What's so funny about that is that your first fight was in TJ. You're gonna run it back again in TJ.
Absolutely.
Being here since November, how has it been being here at Jackrabbit?
It's been a great experience. You know, there's nothing but positivity here at the gym, and everybody that I train with and spar with is at a super high level. So that makes me keep true to myself and keeps me consistent and helps me progress as well. I'm training with all these high-level guys and working with these high-level guys.
What's one of the things that when you first started training here that stood out as far as like what they want from you?
That's just I really love how they really fixate on defense and dressing down on defense. You know, the way I would fight in the past was always just balls to the wall, just exchanging punches back and forth. But with them, they really showed me how to dress down on my defense, you know, switch back offense, defense, defense. And to me, that's really important because it keeps me safe up here. And that's really, really important.
When you had days leading up to your fight, run back those emotions.
Honestly, I was really excited. Which looking back, I was kind of shocked because in the amateurs, I would always be kind of nervous, you know, leading up to the fight. But from my pro debut, I was honestly really calm, excited. But right before that bell rang, as I'm standing in the ring, looking across from my opponent, I remember that's when all the nerves kind of kicked in. But snapped out of it quick and got the job done.
So far, Ivan, talk to me about Tayden.
Tayden's a good boxer. You know, he's a good boxer. He's willing to learn a lot. He came here because he wants to learn. He wants to elevate his game. You know, he fights with a lot of ego. You know, over here, we take that ego away. Ego is not your amigo over here. So, you know, we're learning how to. He's learning how to take that ego out of it. A couple times in park sparring, he got caught with some stupid stuff because he fights with so much ego. And he's learning that's not the way.
What's one of the things that you try to break down the ego of a boxer to try to?
Say that again?
What's one of the things that you try to break down the boxer's ego to try to get in the comfortable zone that you want him to be in the ring?
What's one of the ways that I break down?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the fighter. It all depends. Everything is not mapped out like you do this certain thing. It all depends on their personality. You know, Tayden is just more just reminding him because he doesn't have so much ego where he just feels like I know it all. It's more just reminding because he wants to learn. So Tayden is more recognizing and seeing it. We only had him for about a month now, but I can see it in his eyes when he got to check his ego and he gets upset. I see it in his eyes and it's just, you know, just reminding him, hey, calm down, be patient. You know, so with Tayden, it's just reminding him.
Doing the drills today, what's some of the things that we're trying to focus on?
Him not being so anxious to get to a person, so anxious to punch. Like I said, once again, he fights with so much ego, so he's so eager to get to a person that he sometimes get caught with silly stuff. So we're just working on patience, cutting up the ring, patience, learning the distance, learning how to place a fighter where you want to place them. You know, basically a chess match.
And just leading up to Tijuana, what do you think we're going to be seeing from him?
Leading up to Tijuana, you're gonna see a different fight. You're gonna see a boxer. You're gonna see a smart boxer, patient, take his time, and let the knockout come.
Thank you, Ivan. The nerves that are coming up for your second coming up fight, how are you handling that?
You know, I'm handling it pretty good. Working with Ivan and working with Trevor, it's been a whole new, different experience, one that I'm really enjoying. And so I'm really confident more than ever in my abilities for my upcoming fight. You know, a lot of things we've been working on, and I can't wait to show everybody. And honestly, not a whole lot of nerves. I'm sure they'll come up soon, but either way, I'm gonna handle it. and get the job done.
When you think of Coach Ivan Sylve, what's one of the things that stood out from you so far?
What stood out for me so far is when I came into the gym, talked to him, he told me you just gotta trust the process. He said, I believe in you, you just gotta believe in yourself. And I believe in myself in the marrow of my bones. And Coach Ivan believes in me as well, and that just motivates me to keep pushing it.
And as far as Trevor Sambrano, same thing.
Trevor, the first thing when I was working with him in the ring, he told me, if you don't want to be a world champion, get the fuck up out of this gym. And that just shows that he also believes in me. You know, the last team I was with, I don't want to speak ill on anybody, but they didn't really believe in me like I believed in myself. So being with the team that believes in me and we all believe in each other, that's what's going to make the dream happen. So that's what stood out from everyone else with Coach Ivan and Coach Trevor is the positivity they carry. And the way they teach as well is totally something different. It's helped me a lot too.
Back with that feedback, as far as the positivity with the people around that gym, talk to me about the people as far as the fighters that you have to be involved with, as far as the sparring and the training with them.
You know, before when I was training at the spot I was before, I was always to myself. Didn't really talk to a lot of people. I just went in. I used to look at boxing as the loneliest sport in the world. When I get in that ring, it is the loneliest sport in the world. But as of right now, I'm training with all these guys. You know, I'm training with Hess, Shay Green, Javion, Ashton. We all push each other to become a better version of ourselves. And so for me, that helps me. I'm sorry, man, I kind of lost track of what we were talking about.
As far as working with everybody, how it pushes you and all that.
We all push each other to be the best version of ourselves, and that's what I really like as well. You know, we all share the same goal and mission, and we keep each other accountable to make sure we achieve that goal and mission.
Trevor, talk to me about Tayden.
You know, Tayden's a new addition to here at the Jackrabbit family. We're definitely excited to have him. You know, to be honest with you, I've been looking at him for a while. Obviously, he's a local amateur in the SoCal, our local boxing club here, and watched him fight, and watched him develop over the years, and he's very exciting. He comes with a lot of bad intentions, and he comes with a lot of energy. So it was almost by the universe that he came here. Luckily, you know, it was weird. Ivan and I were talking about him, that he was such a great fighter, I swear, like 10 months ago. And then I guess it's been about 6 or 8 weeks now that he's been here with us. So we're definitely excited about having him on board.
When he first started training over here, what was your first impressions?
I mean, Tayden is an action, you know, he's kind of a throwback fighter. Reminds you a little bit of Johnny Tapia, a little bit of Morales, a little bit of Barrera, but, you know, I wanted him to be a little bit more Finito Lopez. So, knowing that, because he was so aggressive and so forth, I think that when he came here, our intentions was to kind of slow him down, make him sure that he knows what he's up to, because he's a kid that loves to fight. I could foresee this kid, you know, selling out arenas because of the energy that he comes with and that he loves to fight. But it's also our responsibility, Ivan and mine, to make sure that you know, that he dresses down on defense and that he has a good strategy and a good way about getting his offense off. So, you know, having him here, if you haven't seen him fight, you know, as an amateur, you know, be on the lookout for him as a pro. He's definitely comes with it.
And it's been 2 months now. He's been in the gym. What's probably one of the things you've been trying to focus on him?
Mostly trying to focus on just taking your time and understanding his abilities. I mean, he's kind of a loaded gun, and I think when he came to us, he's a little bit of an AK-47. You know, he's like an assault rifle, and you know, you got to be careful because boxing is a sniper business. And if I can't, you know, and Ivan can't sit down there and take the time to make sure that you're a sniper and they're being a little bit more patient about your process, you can easily get clipped. You know, I hate to say it, but there's a local kid, or not, I'm sorry, there's a kid that fought on PBC this weekend. Same sort of deal, openly kind of, you know, bringing offense and so forth, and might have ran himself into a circumstance where he got clipped on national TV. You got to be careful with these kids, especially in the developmental years of their career, knowing that, yeah, you want them to take the fight to the other fighter, but you also want to make sure that they're dressed down defensively wise, and we've done our due diligence to make sure that, you know, that even when you're coming with those bad intentions, that you're progressively sort of building the momentum, you know, almost like a catalyst in the song. So that's the one thing with him. We're trying to get him to take his time.
And just tell me just final thoughts about him leading up to Tijuana.
We're very excited about having our first pro fight with him. He's looked incredible in the gym. He's boxing a lot more. Of course, I expect there to be a growing pains. I see it sometimes go down in the gym where there's a tug of war between who he is and who he was, and kind of probably likely who he's going to be. We're excited about going to Tijuana because it's a good chance for him to get there with the right opponent and put on a skill set. We expect a lot out of him. Most of all, I expect him to be defensively sound and offensively sound when he lets the shit go. So, with the Tijuana fight, what I'm looking forward to is Tayden going out there and doing what he does best, which is having an exciting fight, which I believe he'll end up stopping the kid.
Being a part of the whole H2 promotions and all that, just around that team, leading up to it, any words from them as far as like what your thoughts are from them so far since this period, as far as just not just working as a team, but just in general, put a boxing aside, just how you feel about them?
I really like it because I know everybody that I'm working with in the promotion, and I trust everybody that I'm working with in the promotion, which to me is something big. Sometimes you hear about some shadiness in some promotion companies and stuff like that, but I know nothing like that is ever going to happen with H2O Promotions because we all came up with each other.
That's our fan freeze. Hit me back. It's like, there you go. See now what?
Fighting in Tijuana, and you're gonna fight again in Tijuana. Did it kind of a little bit again, like out of your comfort zone, being somewhere else, being in a different environment?
I was worried that was going to be the case. I've never been to Tijuana, but honestly, when I went there, I think what helped me not really get uncomfortable was the fact that I had a job to do, and I was just focused on that mission. So no, it didn't really faze me at all, being out of my element and whatnot. To me, I just had a goal that I had to get done. That's all I was focused on.
And any final words before we see you in Tijuana?
I'm just excited to put on a show for everybody January 30th. Excited to show you guys what I've been working on, the new things that I've put in my weaponries. And I'm just excited to put on a show for everybody watching at home. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.